This month's subject is the 11 Forgotten Laws. Let me explain. You've all heard of the law of attraction. Well, I presume you have. Made famous by the film The Secret. This film did a great job in describing the law of attraction and how to implement it in your life. But in truth, The Secret just touched the surface. Now all I'm going to do here is summarize the 11 laws, which are the law of thinking, the law of supply, the law of attraction, the law of receiving, the law of increase, the law of compensation, the law of non-resistance, the law of forgiveness, the law of sacrifice, the law of obedience, and finally the 11th law of success. Now let's start with number 1, the law of thinking. Thinking positively to attract positivity. Sounds simple enough, but to think positively all of the time is quite hard for most of us, especially when we watch the news or read papers. There's all kinds of bad news going on in the world. Just remember, what you think on a daily basis shapes your world and how you perceive it. Number 2, the law of supply. The supply is always there, whether it be wealth you desire or a few beers. There are no limitations, so it's up to you to take the opportunity. Thirdly, the one we all know, the law of attraction. Being attractive mentally so the universe will correspond positively to your will. Number 4, the law of receiving. To willingly give and graciously receive. But remember, to truly give is to give without any expectation of receiving anything in return. Number 5, the law of increase. If you want to increase positive things in your life, you ought to praise the people you respect and show gratitude about the things you possess. In other words, if someone you know is deserving of respect, say it out loud. Number 6, the law of compensation. This is recognizing that what you receive is directly proportional to your input in the world. In other words, karma. Number 7, the law of non-resistance. Stop resisting resistance. Don't fight against resistance, but let it go. This was suggested by Bob Proctor to be one of the most important laws. Number 8, the law of forgiveness. Don't react, use of habit. Respond, use of thought. To let go of bad deeds and the bad actions of others. Suggested to be the most liberating of the laws. The example given is one cannot progress with bad thoughts, guilt and resentment being two of the most destructive emotions. They weigh you down and confess to causing serious physical illness and disease, or at the very least, make you angry, bitter, or even depressed. Number 9, the law of sacrifice. Understanding that sacrifice is giving up something of a lower nature to obtain something of a higher nature, thereby making room for the new positive increase in your life. For instance, you may give up an hour of TV a day and apply that time to exercise, personal growth, learning a new skill, etc. Eventually you will have made a great difference. That small sacrifice of time applied constantly yields great returns. Look at this sacrifice of time as an investment in your future. Number 10, the law of obedience. Obedience, and there has to be ardently desired discipline in this obedience to these laws and every law in life. This is a necessity, i.e., you have to want these laws to work. There's a poem called Invictus by William Ernest Henley. This illustrates obedience and its necessity to the fabric of these laws. I'll recite this poem here. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears, looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find my unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Finally, number 11, the law of success. Emulate nature, because nature always succeeds. I thought this was a brilliant example because it's so true. Nature never fails. So concluding, work in harmony with the laws presented here, and you will succeed. Believe, and you will receive. The fact is, if people did live by these laws religiously, the world would be a better place. Now that was just a summary of the 11 forgotten laws. I suggest that you look up these laws yourself, and with an open mind, come to your own conclusions.